Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tevaron here, and welcome back to West of Loathing, where we're still trying to figure out what's going on with this demonic circus here, full of, demonic clowns. Is this another, or selling, is it the same clown as before? He looks identical. Is he following you around? I don't know. Howdy, fella. Anything else I can do for you? Weren't you just on the other side of the midway? Oh, no. That's the other balloon guy. We just dressed alike and used the same face paint. Did we fool you? He grins and gives you a big exaggerated wink. I see. Except they can't use the same face paint, right? Because the eggs, every clown has unique face paint? Can you tell me more about your circus? Okay, more of a carnival. This is the same stuff again. See you around. Okay, that's weird. Test your might. What are our stats looking like right now? 46, 31, 53. That's pretty good. We've got a little bit of liver and spleen capacity left. We also got some experience we could spend. Hopefully 53 muscles enough to test our might. This appears to be one of those test your strength games where you have to use a big hammer to ring a bell. We'll take a closer look. Well, howdy there, fella. You look like you got a good arm on you. Here's a game that's right up your alley. What's the game? Simple as can be. Just take this big mallet here and hit the lever under that bell, ring the bell, and you win. What's the prize? A ticket to Barnaby Bob's stage show, which is otherwise sold out, so it's a rare catch, my friend. Alright, I'll give it a shot. Clown takes your meat and puts the big mallet on the counter. Good luck. Hit it not very hard. Why would we want to do that? Hit it kind of hard, quite hard. No. Hit it extremely hard. You pick up the mallet, toss it end over end, and catch it a couple of times to test its weight, and casually slam it into the lever. Ding! Well, I'll be. That's some genuine muscle you got on you, fella. It looks like you're a winner. Circus show ticket. The show will be starting soon, so don't miss it. Thanks. Sweet. Can we win other prizes at this stuff? Test your mind? This appears to be some kind of card-based carnival game, though it's not clear how it works from here. Greetings and salutations, fella. This is a game designed to test your intelligence and capacity for abstract thought, and, well, if you care to try your luck, far be it for me to obstruct you. What's the game? The simplest guessing game imaginable. I've got a standard deck of playing cards here. I show you all the faces and then I turn them back over and start picking cards. You guess what cards I pick and you win. You don't shuffle them? No, sir. If you can memorize a deck of cards that fast, more power to you. Or if you've got a touch of magic in you and you want to try reading my mind, that's fine too. Just don't dig too deep. Yeah, I don't think I want to dig into a demon mind. Thank you very much. I'll give it a shot. Alright, so we can do the max on this one too. Is this just another ticket? The clown starts picking cards out of the deck and holding them up with the backs to you. You rattle off their names as fast as he can pick them up. He seems genuinely impressed. That, sir, is so remarkable as to be practically frightening. Looks like we have a winner. Thanks. I see you've already got a ticket to Barnaby Bob's sideshow, though. So those are limited to one patron. Let me give you our other grand prize. He hands you a large and reasonably well-made plush owl. Ooh, mysticality and spell damage. Sweet. This big plush owl is actually pretty impressive for carnival game loot. The eyes might even be real glass. This item goes real glass. This item goes in your offhand. Neat. So can I get a muscle item over here? Can I play it again? Play it again, Sam? Yeah, please. Let's win another grand prize. And we got a large plush bear. This stuffed toy bear is not what you'd call quality, but it's about the best you'll ever get from a carnival game. Nice job. This item goes in your offhand. Muscle and attack damage. Awesome. What have we got in our offhand right now? Oh, our meat gains. I think I'll hold on to the meat gains for now, but it's nice to have for when we're, you know, flush as we need to be. And this one is... So 30 is the max to win these. So this has got to be Moxie. And yeah, we've got enough Moxie to do that.
Howdy there, fella. What we have here is the game for sharp eyes and quick reflexes. Hope you won't take it as an insult if I suggest one of the other games might be more your speed, but you're welcome to try your luck all the same.
You don't talk like you know me, sir.
Well, on the wall behind me, I got a bunch of thick skin, underinflated balloons for 10 meat. I'll loan you a cheap, inaccurate pistol and a pile of badly made ammunition, and your goal is to pop as many of those balloons as you can before your pistol stops working.
That's an unusually honest-sounding description.
I've discovered that making the challenge sound exactly as difficult as it is only makes people more determined to be the one who beats it.
Well, I will be the one. The clown hands you the cheap pistol and gestures at the balloons behind him. 30 Moxie, shoot like a jaguar. I'm not sure exactly how a jaguar shoots, but presumably it's pretty good. You clear nearly the entire wall of balloons and the clown looks genuinely impressed.
Well, I'll be. Looks like you win. Congratulations on the finest shooting I've seen in quite a time.
Thanks.
I see you've already got a ticket to Barnaby Bob's sideshow, so let me give you this large plush cat. Well now.
Nice little kitty, Moxie and pistol damage. Sweet. What are the other prizes? I'm really let's just win all the stuff. Win it all. All the things will be mine. 20 Moxie. Small plush kitten. Oh, cool. So what's the booby prize? Oops, sorry. Not what's the prize. Shoot from the hip. Oh, not enough to win a prize. So there's only two, well, the ticket and then 2 other prizes at each booth. So let's go ahead and get this one too. Give it a lot. Oh, I gave it 10. My bad. Stop clicking so fast. Number 3. There we go. Small plush owl. 5 spell damage. And quite hard, small plush bear. Sweet. Got all the things. So can we go into the sideshow now? No, he doesn't want to let me in. Starting later. Okay, geez. So how do we get into the sideshow? You are not the same clown. Weren't you just on the other side of the midway? Can we talk him out of this? Other balloon guy, I see. Huh. I'm good, thanks. He is the same clown. They can't have the same face paint because these eggs here say that. Clown eggs? Yeah, right here. They're archived for future reference to ensure that no one chooses a pattern that has already been used. It's considered extremely taboo to wear another clown's face. Oh wait, this is new. Say, wait a minute. Here's the egg for that balloon-selling clown. Didn't he tell you there's another guy wearing the same makeup? According to this sign, it seems unlikely. And we can't really inspect more closely? Nope. Can we not argue with him about that he can't be 2 clowns with the same makeup? Oh, okay. So apparently we just needed to check the eggs again? Earlier you told me there's another clown with the same face paint. That's right, the other balloon seller. Except that I looked at the clown eggs display on the sideshow and there's only 1 egg in that pattern, and it's supposedly taboo for a clown to use another clown's makeup. Say, you're real sharp. Best watch out you don't cut yourself. Are you threatening me? So what's the deal?
You're right, there's just me. I just walk around the midway and sell balloons at both ends. When people ask, I like to have a little fun with them.
So you're not actually following me around?
What? Why would I need to do that? You aren't dangerous or anything. Right? Right. Anything else I can do for you?
No, I'm good, thanks. Okay. Can we go behind the tent? I don't want to buy a hot dog, thank you very much. We could leave Will you not let me in? Oh. The clown crosses his arm and grunts when you approach. Ticket, please. Something's changed? Is that because we called out the balloon clown? Ticket, please. Ticket for what? Barnaby Bob's Stunt Spectacular. Oh, what is that? The boss does a show. Yes? Yeah. What kind of show? Knife tricks, mostly. Alrighty, hopefully we don't die. Here's my ticket. Okay, go on in. Show will start soon. He enters the stage area. So are they both going to double team me or something in here? Oh, we can choose our seat. Have a seat. You take a seat and a smattering of other patrons appear and sit down as well. After a minute or two, there's a crash of cymbals and a clown runs in from backstage curtain and jumps up onto the stage. In contrast to the other clown's colorful clothing, his is relatively simple. Black wool trousers and a bright crimson shirt under a pale tan leather jacket with fringe on the sleeves and a red heart painted on the shoulder. His face paint is plain white without any colored accents, contrasting his curled black mustache and thin goatee. A snappy silk top hat and a rakish tilt tops off his outfit. He doffs his hat and bows with a deep theatrical flourish, and the small audience claps politely. So is this Barnaby Bob?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And welcome one and all to Barnaby Bob's Perfectly Normal Traveling Circus Sideshow. I hope you've been enjoying the attractions and distractions of our little traveling carnival. And now it's time for our star performance, the main attraction. Ladies and gents, put your hands together for...
A loud drum roll starts as he gestures to the curtain, and then the cymbals crash again. The clown puts his hat back on with a chuckle.
Me, Barnaby Bob.
Yay.
Much obliged, you're far too kind. Why, I haven't even shown you anything yet.
With a laugh, he flips a large Bowie knife into the air. You didn't even see where he pulled it from. I can imagine where he pulled it from. The knife glitters as it spins. He catches it and flips it in the air again, this time catching and balancing it on his point, on the tip of one finger. He holds that pose very still for a moment, then jerks his hand out of the way. The knife thunks into the wood of the stage floor, deep enough that he has to give it a jerk from side to side before he can yank the blade free. He winks broadly to the audience.
It wouldn't be any fun if they weren't sharp, would it, ladies and gents?
He pulls two more knives from his jacket and begins a flashy and elaborate knife juggling act. 3 spinning blades somehow turn into 4, and his hat is added into the mix, floating lightly through the cascade of knives without a single scratch. He finishes the routine by catching 2 of the knives in each hand, allowing his hat to fall nearly to the ground before catching it on the tip of his boot and kicking it back into the air and onto the top of his head. That's impressive. For sure.
Now there's some applause I believe I've earned. Let me tell you, ladies and gents, it took a lot of hats to get to where I am today.
He chuckles as he adjusts his hat back to its original rakish tilt.
Now for the grand finale. For this, I'll need a volunteer from the audience.
A few hands go up. Barnaby Bob ignores them and looks directly at you.
How about you, sir?
I'm not sure I want to do this.
Now, don't be shy. We're all friends here, right? Come on up onto the stage.
You hesitate, but Barnaby Bob starts up another round of applause and the audience joins in. Reluctantly, you climb up onto the stage.
There we go. Not so bad, is it? Your name, please?
Tevaron.
It's a real pleasure to finally meet you, Tev Killer Aaron. Stand right here, won't you?
How do you know me, Bob? He even knows my middle name. A couple of clowns haul a large wooden panel about 7 feet tall and 4 feet wide up onto the stage. They stand it up vertically behind you and stay there. Holding it steady, it has 2 holes in it slightly above waist level and a lot of knife marks.
Press your back flat up against the wood, please, and put your hands through the holes.
You do so. The holes are just a fraction too high, so it's not very comfortable, and then one of the clowns pulls your arms back tighter and ties them together with rough hemp, so it becomes much more uncomfortable for a variety of reasons.
Don't worry, this is just to make sure you don't make any sudden and unexpected movements. We wouldn't want that, would we? Fret not, son. Everything's under control.
He steps up close to you and adjusts your collar, brushes a little dust off your shoulders.
My control. You know, Tev, we get a sharp customer through here from time to time, but my, you're the sharpest I've ever seen. However, I'd bet a shiny dollar I've got something up my sleeve that's even sharper.
His pupils narrowed. Oh, we've been found out, fam. His pupils narrow to vertical slits as he grins at you, revealing rows of pointed yellow shark teeth. As he turns away, you can see that the heart on the shoulder of his leather jacket is drawn with an arrow through it and the word Mom. It doesn't look painted on. Free your hands. Let's get out of here. You struggle a little, but your arms are too tightly bound and the rough hemp rope digs into your wrists. Barnaby Bob strolls to the other end of the stage and turns to face you.
Now, don't you worry. This will all be over soon. Just don't move.
He has a knife in his hand again and gives it a few twirls and flips. Light reflected from the blade glitters in his eyes. Then, without warning, he hurls it at you. Thunk. The knife hits the wood before you can even blink a hair's breadth from your left ear. Yeah, we're tired of being intimidated. Stare him down. Barnaby Bob grins at you as the crowd applauds. Another knife appears in one hand and an apple in the other. He tosses the apple to one of the stage hands, who carefully balances on top of your head.
Time for the old William Tell routine. A bit of a cliche perhaps, but there's a reason it's a classic, eh, ladies and gents?
Take a deep breath. The crowd watches with rapt attention as he flourishes the knife, spinning it and flipping it behind his back, then faster than you can register, thwack. Cold apple juice dribbles into your hair and down the back of your neck.
2 for 2. What do you say, Tev? Shall we go for one more?
Stare him down. Barnaby Bob pulls out another knife and gives it a quick stropping across the pale leather sleeve of his jacket, then whips a colorful spotted handkerchief from his pocket and blindfolds himself. This time, his smile is much colder.
I advise you to watch closely, Tevaron, since you're the only one of us who can.
Oh, boy. The crowd laughs, but you don't really hear it. The knife spins in his hand this time, either because of the adrenaline or because he's actually moving slower. You can see the motion of his arm as he throws it. He twists his wrist in an odd way that you didn't think he did before. The knife is flying at you. The knife is flying directly at your right eye. He's doing a bullet bend, a wanted thing, isn't he? Don't move. If we flinch, we'll probably get stabbed in the eye. The knife, incredibly, swerves at the last possible moment. Thunk. You can feel the wood shake from the force as it stabs into the board. The metal is cold against your right cheek. The audience erupts into cheers as Barnaby Bob removes his blindfold and pumps a fist triumphantly. One of the stagehand clowns, I'll get it right eventually, unties your wrists and helps you get your arms out of the holes. Bob takes your hand and raises it into the air victoriously.
Well now, ain't he a good sport, folks? And as brave a target as I've ever had. Take a bow, Tevaron.
All right. Just hope you know you're going to get yours, Bob. You bow to the cheering crowd, carefully keeping your eyes on Barnaby Bob. He bows as well, removing his hat with an elaborate flourish, and then he takes a slip of paper out of it.
As a token of appreciation, I'd like to give our star volunteer a gift. A year's supply of dynamite. Use it in good health.
We've already used a year's supply of dynamite. As he hands you the coupon, the clown leans in close to your ear and whispers,
"This was the only warning you'll get, boy."
Yes? Barnaby Bob waves and blows kisses to the crowd as you climb down from the stage, and then he disappears through the backstage curtain. The audience gradually disperses. Not only the dynamite, how did he know everything about us? We killed all the clowns that we ran into. How did he get word? Nothing to... Oh, he makes no move to stop our egress? Down here's the door out, isn't it? Can we follow Barnaby Bob? Apparently we can. What are we getting ourselves into? Little trailer is probably Barnaby Bob's office. The wagon is old but well maintained. A brass plaque on the door reads Barnaby Bob, confirming your suspicions. A peek in the window? You see Barnaby Bob sitting at a desk. He seems to be inspecting a large map, but you can't make out any details from here. We could kick the door in rudely. But he was semi-polite to us. He did try to scare the bejesus out of us, but let's not politely.
Come on in,
Barnaby Bob calls. You open the door and walk into Barnaby Bob's office. He looks up from his desk, surprised to see you.
You? Here I thought I made myself perfectly clear the last time we met, and yet you knock politely and walk straight into the lion's mouth. You are either extremely brave or extraordinarily foolish, boy. Both, I might hazard to guess.
I've got some questions that need answered.
And you think I'm going to answer them? If I didn't find you amusing, I'd have vanished you off the face of the earth for what little you already know.
I appreciate that, but I just can't leave this situation unresolved.
What curiosity did to the cat is going to seem like a Sunday picnic compared to what I'll do to you if you anger me, boy. Go ahead and ask your questions, but bear in mind, I already gave you your fair warning.
What are you plotting exactly? We know he's a demon clown from hell.
Bold as brass you are. If you think I'll answer that, you got another think coming, boy. Don't try my patience.
So, who are you, besides a demon clown from hell? The clown smiles sarcastically at you.
Why, I'm Barnaby Bob at your service, sir.
You know what I mean.
And if my estimation of your intelligence was not entirely off the mark, you already know the damn answer. You are wasting my time and yours, and you have precious little.
What are you doing here?
Straight to the heart of the matter. Well, now, I had you pegged as a clever one, so why don't you tell me?
You're here because of the cows. The stories are true.
Perhaps you've got a brain rattling around in that skull of yours after all, boy. That's correct, the cows came home, and as you say, and we followed them.
But why?
Why? Don't disappoint me now that you've impressed me, kid. Think about it. Your age-old enemy that you've been fighting since time out of mind, ups and leaves. No farewell, no postcard. Wouldn't you want to know what the hell was going on?
You don't know?
Dear, oh dear, I've gone and said something I probably shouldn't have. Buddy, you are treading on some dangerously thin ice right now. I hope you are thinking your lucky stars that I consider you to be essentially insignificant.
Uh-huh.
I can hear those gears ticking in that 3-pound dog's dinner you call a brain, son. Now it's my turn to ask you a question. How are you going to convince me that I shouldn't just make you disappear like a fart in a tornado? Make it good, Tevaron, make it good, because you get one chance at this.
You need me.
Do I now? And what, pray tell, do I need you for? My freak show is plentiful.
There aren't enough of you to be an army. You're just a scouting party. You're reconnaissance. You're here to gather information.
Yes, and?
You can't do that efficiently. Not the way you guys look. You stand out too much. You need a human scout.
Don't you play games with me, Sonny Jim. You are talking to Barnaby Bob, Duke of Hell, and I could make your worst personal nightmares look like a choir of softly singing angels.
I'm serious. Look, I'm not your enemy, the cows are. And if you're looking after the cows, not humans, then you aren't my enemy either.
The enemy of my enemy?
I can't imagine we'll ever be friends, Bob. But so long as it's mutually profitable, I think we can come to an agreement. You promise to leave the people of this world alone, and I'll tell you anything I find out about the cows.
I gotta hand it to you, kid. You may well be the first human being ever to leave old Barnaby Bob speechless.
So we got a deal?
All right, I agree. We won't make any trouble for the humans. You bring me anything of interest you find out about the cows. Hell, if it's good, I might even pay you.
Good.
You're a smart fella, Tevaron. You better be smart enough to know what'll happen if you double-cross me.
Mama didn't raise no fool.
Good for her.
He shows you the map on his desk. There's a location circled in red not far from Dirtwater marked Tannery. I've been there already.
This'll get you started. There's an old tannery a ways south of here.
No, that place. I pretty much cleared it out already.
Did you now? Well, I must say I admire your initiative. If you found anything interesting there, I'd sure appreciate a look-see.
I'll get back to you. So there wasn't anything there?
I have limited reserves of both time and patience, so I recommend you waste neither one, Tevaron.
So we have to still tell him? I checked out that tannery you mentioned.
Did you now? And what did you discover?
Bunch of animated cow hides, plus a whole cow skeleton with leather just sort of draped over it.
They were able to animate the leather? That's interesting, though not wholly unexpected.
There's more to it. There was leather there that wasn't possessed, and we know if they could animate any old leather because of the people's hats and stuff. I think it's just untanned hides.
Well now, that is information worth knowing. How nice it is when an arrangement works out to mutual benefit.
You gain 250 meat.
There's more where that came from if you could tell me more about this tanning process.
I've killed some cows if you're interested in bounties. So we don't know any more about tanning. Maybe we find that out somewhere else.
Yes, I will be delighted to pay you for any proof of your kills, Tevaron. Let's see what you brought me.
Give him... I want my cow tongues and stuff. I'm going to keep my cow tongues. Sell him something else. Do we want to sell this stuff? I'll sell him the brass rings. We've got a ton of those. Fangs, fragments. Cow's eye, ungulate horn. That's good enough. I don't want to sell everything. Do we not know anything more about tanning? Apparently we don't. It's a map of the region. About half of Barnaby Bob's books are about juggling, balloon animal patterns, and other clown techniques. The other half are bound in human skin. Alright. The safe is warm to the touch, and you don't recognize the symbols on the dial. We probably don't want to safe crack Barnaby Bob anyway. Well, at least now we know what the clowns are up to, right? Let's spend some experience, shall we? We don't have enough to raise our G skills anymore. Let's go ahead and raise some of our M skills. Let's see, muscle, mysticality, moxie. We got enough to raise one more. Well, we probably want to do muscle since that's our primary stat. Good deal. What else can we get into? We don't have anything unexplored on the eastern side of the mountains. There's still some open spaces, though. We could wander. You see a sign labeled "This way to the Lazy A Dude Ranch" off to the side of the trail. You mark the location on your map. Lazy A Dude Ranch. Go check it out. Sweet. Oop. Needles. Looks like somebody's been washing ferrets in this thing. Yuck. An old burned crate. Guess it came with the property. Kick it open. Locks and nails. Wonder if we'll ever get to use the hammer I bought. Oh, hello.
Hey, howdy. I'm selling herbal remedies. Care to buy?
What kind of herbal remedies?
The kind that are gifted to us by Gaia without any interference by human hands.
So, weeds?
That's a derogatory term created by the man, but yeah, basically.
Sure? Herbal remedy? A little pile of random dried weeds folded up in a sachet of paper. Garbage stored in garbage, essentially. Doesn't do anything. Alright, we're not buying any more of that. Thank you very much. We can't go in your little patchwork huts? Hello, Rasta man. Howdy.
Hey, yeah, howdy, man. What's happening?
That's what I was wondering.
Oh, not much, man. We moved onto this little patch of land to grow crops, but then we decided it's more natural to just let Gaia grow whatever she wants, right?
Bet that's a lot easier, too.
Haha, right on, man.
Neat. Also, I apologize to the entire island of Jamaica for that accent. Where'd you get that hat?
Oh, this? A friend of mine made it, man. I forget which one.
What do you take for it?
Well, I've been thinking of trying a new style, man. Maybe like one of those hats the army guys used to wear back in the day. Like it's kind of an ironic statement, man. There's an old fort over yonder that-a-way. I'll swap you if you can find one of those, man.
Oh, I already got an old patrol cap? Like this one, you mean?
Nice, man. Barter is like commerce, man, except natural. Can you dig it?
I guess I can. Groovy? Oh, 4 muscle. Still not as good as our turnip, but sweet. More like a sack woven from red, gold, and green wool. It's like something out of a dream. Or a Dr. Seuss book. Oh, you don't look happy. Howdy, I'm Tev.
I'm Louise Lathrop.
Why the long face, Louise?
Oh, geez, basically because I'm stuck here farming with a couple of dummies who don't know how to farm a dang thing. And they just let the weeds grow and call it natural. I am so sick of eating dandelions, I could scream.
Well, why don't you just leave?
I haven't got any meat or any other prospects or anywhere to go. I mean, dandelions are terrible, but they're better than eating dirt. This is such a mess.
How'd you get into this predicament?
I headed west after graduating bacon school and fell in with these guys because they talked a big game about natural grains. Fool that I was, I didn't realize that all they were really interested in was getting silly on loco weed and not doing any work.
So you're looking for work?
Gosh, yes, desperately. The only trade I know is bacon, though. You know somewhere that's hiring a baker? Heck, even unpaid would be better than this if it comes with room and board. I just want to get out of here.
I don't, sorry. Can we not help her set up shop in Dirtwater like we did with the other one?
Shucks, well, if you hear anything, please let me know.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out. You're not into cactuses, are you? I know a guy I could hook you up with. Apparently not. Manure. So this is from people instead of cows? Garden? Weed patch, rather? Oh, we need foraging 3 for that. Loco weed. And for that, northern clownwort. Not sure we actually want to pick anything that says clown in its name. But I think we're going to call this episode here. We've accomplished a little bit in this. We've finished exploring all of the circus, whatever's going on there, though I think there's more to that storyline than we've discovered yet. And we still got a few more areas to fill in over here, but we will get along with that next time. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, let me know in the comments or by leaving a like below, and of course subscribe if you'd like to see more in the future. I have been Tevaron, and until next time, friends, be excellent to each other.